process is the point. Girls that get it are really just gonna get it. It's not about making bad art, it's just about making art. Make bad art.
Make bad art.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is gonna be a quick video, but I really do wanna talk about this topic. Today, I wanna plead the case for making bad art. Whether you are a regular person like me, just like a layman's gal, or an actual artist, one way or another, I think that there's room for making bad art. Grab my thumb. I hurt my thumb over the weekend. Anyway, grab a drink. Something warm, something cozy, or iced, whatever. I actually have a London fog today. I'm trying to cut back on coffee. Sad, but good, because I need to, and so London fogs have been the move. Honestly, really good though. And it like looks like coffee. You definitely can't see that, but I digress. Let's talk about making bad art, okay? Making bad art is liberating. It is so freeing. When I started junk journaling last summer, I absolutely came alive during the creative process. The creative process was everything to me. So along the way, I started doing other mediums of creativity, right? I started watercoloring, I started doodling. And as I was trying new mediums of creativity and trying art in new ways, I realized that I wasn't that good at it, like compared to junk journaling. Like junk journaling, I was like, I love this, I love the process, but I also feel like I'm kind of good at it. Not that you can be good at it, right? Because we're gonna get into it, but art is subjective. I just felt a difference in my watercoloring or in my doodles. I was like, it's not coming as naturally to me. However, while I didn't necessarily thrive in the same way, the healing part and like the process was the same. It was through experimenting that I realized how honestly imperative it is to make bad art. Here's what it looked like for me, right? Like I would start a project and I would see like, this isn't turning out like the way I hoped in my head, the way I envisioned, but I would allow myself to keep going. And maybe the whole project really didn't turn out that great, but there was something unlocked in me along the way as I just kept going. And so that's my advice to you. Number one advice is like, keep going. When you're putting your hands to something new and it's just not hitting the way you thought it would or hoped it would, keep going, keep going, keep going. I really do think that you have to make bad art to end up making good art. Again, subjective, but if you are tracking, then you're tracking. Like, I think that the girls that get it are really just gonna get it. So yeah, I'm not gonna keep doing the quotes thing, but you know what I mean? Bad art, good art, it's all for you. It's for you. You know what I mean? Like your art is for you. Okay. So personally for me, making bad art was so healing and almost entirely, truly almost entirely freed me up from my perfectionism and like perfectionistic tendencies, which is wild to say, but along the way, like that wasn't my intention going into it. I didn't know that was gonna happen, but genuinely as I started just making art in general, whether it was junk journaling, doodling, painting, whatever, as I was putting my hands to new things and trying new things, even within my journal, right? Like, which I feel like I love the most in the realm of all the creative things, but even that, like not every page hits hard, like not every page is my favorite page ever, you know? And so even within just that one medium, like there are some that hit for me, some that miss, but as I create in general and just keep going and keep creating, my perfectionism was literally dwindling, and like just the freedom that I felt and the liberation that I felt to just create and to let things be and to not have to think so far ahead and to not have to overthink what I'm doing and just let my hands flow. Truly, truly, truly has healed and is healing that part of me like tenfold. It's actually incredible. Through art, it has healed the perfectionism in various other areas of my life, which is, again, really hard to even believe, but pretty incredible because it's true. Letting go of the pressure to make something good or great even just truly unlocked a level of freedom and a level of acceptance and contentment, but also like also really wanting to improve and like learn. And it's a cool thing of balancing both, because there are areas like in watercoloring, for example, like I would love to get better because it's, again, not my strong suit, but I'm okay with it not being my strongest suit. I'm okay with not ever becoming like a expert level, but also there's that wiggle room where I do want to grow in it. It unlocks something in me, it sparks something in me, and honestly, just making art is so fun, which is why, like, a day like today, I'm just kind of in like a bit of a, I don't know, I don't want to say a funk, it's not a full-on funk, but I'm just in a bit of a, you know, I don't know, little something, some things are just happening, and I'm just like, I just want to doodle, I just want to like draw, I just want to like use a blank sheet of paper and just randomly scribble. And why do I want to do that? Because I realize now, and through the last several months, like it has hit me more and more that like art is healing, and that making art is purposeful, even when that paper that I scribble on might end up eventually in the trash, or I might keep it and put it somewhere, or, you know, but I might not, and that's okay too. Like, I feel like making bad art has given me this freedom to create without fear, without doubting myself, self-doubt, right? Without assuming things. Like, all the negative traits, or a lot of them, maybe not all of them, but a lot of the negative traits that I can lean into and fall into, and the different traps, like I feel like making art in general, not just bad art, but like just trying my hand at making things, and then failing, and then not failing, and then failing, you know, it has really helped me overcome a lot of the negative things that I typically categories that I fall into. Again, like the fear, the doubt, the assuming that I just can't because it's just not in me, or I'm just not that way. You know, I've said this in a video in the past, I don't remember which one, but same reason that if you're a mom, or like if you're around kids, right? The same reason that we love typically, maybe not everybody, I shouldn't say we all do, but I feel like a lot of us like will enjoy doing chalk with our kids, or painting with our kids, or Play-Doh, or coloring. And kids' attention spans usually aren't very long, but we're like sitting there coloring with them, like, look at this, let's sit here longer, like let's color longer, let's paint longer, let's do chalk longer, whatever it is. I feel like the same reason that we like that is the same reason why making bad art is such an incredible thing. It's low pressure, it's low stakes. There's no one over you watching you. Like, you can make little hearts and stars and doodles and squiggles and mess up and try on another side of the page, you know, or on another side of the sidewalk, or whatever. It's like you're with your kids. So there's no pressure. It's low pressure already, but there's also no pressure. It's low stakes, it's low effort, it doesn't take a lot of energy. It's just a vibe. Truly, like, it's just a vibe. And so I think that that's the same feeling for me that I get when I just make my own bad art for 5-10 minutes. It's nothing lengthy, it's nothing crazy, it's nothing long. But there's just this feeling of like freedom that's invoked, and childlike playfulness that comes out of you that you just can hone into in other various ways of your life, whether you're a mom or not. I think that childlike freedom and playfulness is a beautiful trait and quality to have in all of us women, because we definitely lose that a lot of times in adulthood. And at least for me, it's something I'm trying to like gain again. That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother video though, but okay, let me take a sip. Let me gather my thoughts. I feel like this goes without saying, but also making art, making bad art, has really improved my mental health. I have said this in a video as well, but definitely struggled last year a lot with depression. And before last year, I hadn't struggled with depression for over 10 years. And so for it to like that intensely, for it to, I always kind of do struggle with like some seasonal depressy. I usually say seasonal depressy because I don't like to, I'm not full on saying it's depression, but like seasonal sadness, the, you know, seasonal affective disorder, whatever, blues, winter blues, like that's pretty much every winter. Not every winter, but I have it a lot of winters, and I anticipate it, and if it doesn't happen, great. But last year, it was so much of the year, like through the spring and into the summer, and it was very weird because that's so not typical for me. Like I said, I hadn't had it that intensely since maybe 1920, which even then it really wasn't that bad as last year. So just painting a picture. And mind you, like I'm a mom, I've got little ones who I want to live my best life for so that they can live their best life, you know? And not like live your best life now, not like that, but like, you know what I mean? Like live my most whole, connected, close to the Lord, close to my family type of life. Anyway, point in all of this is that making art in general, it goes without saying, but still gonna say it, that it really, really, really helped my mental health so much, and is still helping my mental health, and is still helping me climb out of brain fog or anxiousness or whatever it is. Obviously the Lord is over all of that, but I really do believe that He put art into my scope and into my path and into my life during that time and even till now, as a way to help pull me out of that darkness. Because even honestly, as I've created and as I've but like as I've kind of gone into this creative space and like really enveloped myself in it and allowed myself to just lean in, I have seen so much more of Him in the process, and I have felt closer to Him as I've been allowing myself to lean into playfulness and childlikeness and imperfection and neediness, like actually dependent behavior, you know, like needing God, needing Christ, needing a Savior, and knowing I can't do it on my own, and knowing it's not for me to hold. And anyway, again, we're kind of going off on a tangent here. It's not uncommon, but art. It's really helped my mental state. So that's another like add-on. I think I'm just stating a case, okay? We're just here. I'm just painting a picture, giving you reasons to make bad art, and that's just one of mine. It makes it so that it's not just for the creative types. It is for everybody. The creative types and the not so creative types. You know? It's about expression, not perfection. And I feel like that is the kicker. It's all about expression, expressing emotion, expressing ideas, expressing thoughts, expressing dreams, hopes, feelings. It's expression, not perfection, not who can do this the best, whose outcome or byproduct or, you know, what do they have to show for it? No, all about expression and the process of it all, not the perfection or the outcome, you know? The outcome is fun, don't get me wrong. I love a good outcome. I love a pretty page, but the expression means more and the process means more than the actual product. You know what I'm saying? Okay. If you watch this far, let me give you a little bit of a homework assignment, okay? How to make bad art 101. Number one, set a timer and go. Give yourself 10, 15 minutes, set a timer and just go after it. Really, in my opinion, I recommend doodling. I just feel like that's the easiest. Sometimes I'll like honestly set a timer in the morning, like before I even wake my kids up, for like 5-10 minutes and just doodle. I'll give myself like, I don't know, like 5 to 7 different colors to use, and I just go for it. What is that brand? Crayola Super Tips are what I started with, and I really, really like them because I also share them with my kids so we can all use them, but I keep them out of their art stuff because I do use them more, but we can all use them and they're washable. But then once I got further into it, now I use like acrylic markers. I just got them on Amazon, but still, I love using acrylic markers like so much. The payoff is just beautiful. And eventually my next kind of like art purchase, again, one day, eventually, pastels. I would love to start working with some like pretty pastel-y crayons, but pastels, you know? We have crowns, like tons and tons of crowns. I'm not crazy about crowns, I'm not gonna lie, but some people love crowns. So it's up to you. Or colored pencils, people love colored pencils too. I like colored pencils actually, but anyway, I digress. Set a timer and go. Don't second guess yourself. Don't erase, don't start over, just flow. Watch yourself go into a state of flow, and you, honestly, I bet will feel so much better after. Like I am pretty positive that if you do that, especially like in the morning, for some reason it's just really nice. Or anytime you're just feeling a little like off, I don't know how to describe it, but I feel like if you know the feeling, you know. It's similar to a brain dump, but you don't even have to think about the brain dump part of it. Brain dumps are still very important and very essential and really helpful, but sometimes you're just like, I don't even know. I don't even have the energy for a brain dump, and just a doodle sesh. Doodle sesh. Number 2, try new things. Like we're talking about like acrylics, pastels, crayons, watercolor, whatever the medium. Try different ones. Like if you try one day, try a different one another day or another week or whatever. Also with paper, like try a large sized paper, try a smaller journal sized paper, try different mediums, and you'll find your favorite, most like cozy combination. Try new things in the process. The process is the point. Okay. Last thing, number 3, pick a prompt. This is not for everyone. I don't even pick a prompt all the time, but sometimes if I'm feeling extra stuck and I know I want to do something, but I'm like, what do I want to do? And I don't want to waste the time. Pick a word or a color or an image or a phrase, something super simple. So essentially that helps guide your creativity, the prompt, you know? So you pick the prompt and then you just let that prompt guide you. Again, not overthinking it, not second guessing yourself, but just following your instincts and just seeing where it leads you. So those are my, I guess, 3 tips for making bad art. Make bad art 101, girls. The goal is not perfection. Say it with me. The goal is not perfection. It's expression. It's expression. Allow yourself to create without judgment and watch just your creativity flow and change and grow as you change and grow. So it's not just about making bad art, but it's just about making art. I think this is gonna be a cute video. What do you think? Did you like it? If you did,
Make sure you hit the subscribe and the follow and the like button, please. No, but for real, that would mean a lot. Because as you already know, you're probably someone who watches YouTube. And as you know, that does help a channel grow, so.
All right, girls. Thank you guys for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please, 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 I would really appreciate if you just hit the subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, hit the like, maybe leave a comment. You don't have to, obviously, but if you do, I would appreciate it. Share this video with a friend. And the title is Make Bad Art because like you're kind of intrigued, right? Like when you clicked on this video, you were like, make bad art, but you're now watching all the way through, like however many minutes in. So I'll let you in on the true tea. It's not about making bad art, it's just about making art. So when you make art this week, when you make art, good art, bad art, whatever, tag me. I would love to see the art that you're making. And I myself am going to go make some, honestly, probably bad art right now. But maybe it'll turn out good. Maybe I'll leave a little, maybe I'll insert a photo here of what it looked like. I'm about to go vibe though. Turn on some music. That's another thing. I should have added this in our 101 session in our little class, but turn on music when you're making your bad art or your good art or your art. Often watch YouTube videos. You could watch one of mine. Just kidding, but you really could, or just listen to music or something. Okay. I think that's about it. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Zoom in, you know, like make bad art. Make bad art.